Hey, what up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Clicker Heroes. Right, let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode we left off a while ago, man. We were all the way back at, who was it? Fucking Dread Knight or Atlas or some shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh man. I didn't think it was going to take, like, literally hours to get to Astrea, but, you know, with your Kuma Wakamaru level as low as mine is, that might just be what it takes. So, holy shit, is what I'm saying right now. It's like 4:10 p.m. I'm supposed to leave at 5 to get to work. So I got like about so I barely cut the cheese on that one right there, so I can get started getting ready at like 4:40, I guess, if each of these episodes are 15 minutes. Regardless, let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode, I think I was talking about like my expeditions in playing the Pokemon's game, the new one. I'm playing Moon. My girlfriend's playing Sun. It's a good time. It's a good time. But yes, we're back on. We're with Astrea, and holy shit, is it like late on in the day? It took way longer than I thought it would. Like straight up, and I was keeping track of that shit too. It's just like, and cool thing is, like, we had no problems getting up to Astrea, and as you can see, Astrea is doing, like, boom, some really good DPS right here, so we're about to see how good that DPS is when we bring Astrea up to level 1000, so we can see what, if we need to, like, from now on guild Chiron, or stick with Astrea, or even, like, if it's, like, past Chiron, we need to guild Moloch, because we're so fucking hardcore with this fucking shit right here. Oh, man, excuse me, I even got fucking some Chinese food in between, too. It's some crazy stuff, man. Some crazy stuff. Took a long-ass time. Oh, my God. I think that might be my first ruby. No, that's my 5th one. Huh. I remember that incorrectly. But I only got one of those clickables. Only one of those clickables was 2 rubies. All the other ones were 1 ruby. So it's 1 out of 5 is the 2 ruby one. Is that a correct statistic right there? 21%. I guess so. Just about. But I believe the base percentage chance is like, what, 5 or 10% or something like that. So maybe not, I don't know. There you go. All I know is that I'm bloated. I just had a ton of Chinese food. Fucking eating lots of penis as well. In the meantime, might as well, because fucking, oh my god. It took so long. Oh, if you don't mind, I'm just going to sit back and relax. Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been really bad for your earlobes right there. Okay, I won't do that no more. But yeah, here we are back with Astrea. It's what? It will eventually get to the point, I think, where we'll be gilding Wepwawet. And then we'll just keep him gilded for a really long time, because as you might or might not remember, fucking Tsuchi over here, Tsuchi, 2 chains over here, actually costs a ton of fucking money to unlock. So to a point where it's like maybe we'll get Wepwawet up to all the way up to like level 3,000 or 5,000 or some shit like that before we purchase Tsuchi. It's gonna be something like a lot like that, something similar to like how much that is, just because yeah, it's really far away, you guys. You have no idea how much farther away from Wepwawet Tsuchi is, or maybe you do have an idea, but there you go. That's what's going on right there. All I know is that we are fucking killing it right now. Astrea is more than ready to be gilded at the moment, in my opinion. Because as you can see, like, every so often, if it's taking like a little bit of extra push to get you to your gilded hero, you're gonna have to, like, instead of like leveling up Alabaster, you level up like Sorry, like Lilin, because Lilin's at level 1,000, and without any guilds, Lilin's better than Alabaster at that like crucial moment. Excuse me, at that crucial point in time. But we didn't need to do none of that. We just fucking coasted all the way until Astrea was able to be purchased, and now we're just fucking calling it a day and eating lots of wieners. There you go. Astrea already. Oh my god, Astrea already at level 250 right here. Only a third of the way through this fucking video. That's promising right there. Just because I long for those bygone days where we had a lot of levels in Kumawakamaru. We were transpiring through levels very quickly. So instead of getting a hero up to like 700 like we do, we got him up to like 750. You know, and 2 episodes of 750s, that equals 1,500, and then we got all our information ready for the next ascension. As opposed to what's been happening recently, we had low-level Kumawakamarus, so the leveling up process for the last 2 parts of the Ascension episode is getting the gilded hero up to like level 700, or in some cases 675 or something like that, and we bring him up to in the last part of the last episode. It's like 1350 or 1400 or some shit like that. It's a little bit disheartening when you can't pull out all of the stops and understand all of the knowledge on screen. You gotta like cut it out and just take my word for it once we get back on track during the progression episode. But it'll work out, I'm sure. Eventually, once we get to Kumawakamaru's level up to another to a respectable degree. I did have to give away that relic that had also the secondary stat of Kumawakamaru on it, which also it did help out a little bit. Not too much, but it did help out enough to the point where it's like it could have been useful right now, even, because right now our Kumawakamaru level to level 24 is minus 1.7 monsters required to advance to the next level, whereas if we had the relic on there, it would be like what, 2.03, which is a guaranteed 8 monsters, and every so often there's 7 monsters, which is actually it's more than you think how much that's helping out, just because one, we'll never see a level that's 9 monsters like we're seeing right now on this level 2211 right now, and whenever we do get a level that's 7, that's super awesome. So it's so it would have helped out a lot, but unfortunately that's not the stat that we need to be worrying about on any run, really. The stat that we need to be worrying about is the fucking the Atman or Atman stat, where we get more primal bosses, not just hero souls, but the primal boss is coming up and trying to fight you every 5 levels. That is a very important one, because as you can see, the last the last ascension gifted me 10 billion hero souls because of that. You know, and if you think about it like this, actually, let's go into the stats. Actually, yeah, let's do ascensions. Highest zone this ascension, yes. Transcendent highest zone ever, 3267. That's on this transcension, I believe. Pony Boy status is golden. What the fuck's that mean? Golden Pony Boy, Golden Boy. Other. Pre-transcendent highest zone ever. Oh, this is my highest zone before we transcended. It's kind of shitty. Mercenary quests. Mercenaries. Transcensions. Transcendent highest zone ever. 3269. Oh, which is interesting because last episode we only got up to 3100, right? Just around there. A level 3100. So this is like out of all my transcensions, because I've only had 2 world ascensions this transcension. Highest zone this transcension is like 3189. Transcendent highest zone ever is 3269. That was when we were starting to like fall off, as well as when we were starting to like peter out on progression. So hold on, let's take a look at that stat one more time. Not ascension, transcension. So there it is, 3269. And right now we were able to get to like almost 3200 basically. It was 3190. Let's call it 3200. So it's just like 70 more levels, which is like well within our grasp because excuse me, sorry, just checking the levels. Which is well within our grasp because we've been, you know, we've been exponentially growing and going farther and farther every single time we've ascended. You know, we actually skipped gilding Alabaster so we can gild Cadmia, because Cadmia is like the one that makes sense because she's really fucking good apparently right now, and Alabaster's just okay, and we're just that far along, I guess. Excuse me, oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad you guys can't smell over the internet, because that shit will have you fucking barfing. Okay, enough of that. But yeah, so we're doing really good, and real quick, I just want to go over here. We're going to go down here. Borb is at level 3 like he used to be, but Fandris is at level 1, so it's sort of like it's at 1.32% the transcendent power as opposed to 1.35, so our max transcendental primal reward is about 6 billion. I don't know if we've hit that yet. You know? Because if you look at all the, well, that one wasn't a primal boss, but if you look at all our primal bosses that we've been fighting, they haven't given that reward on their transcendental primal rewards. Here, we'll see at 2295 right here. Well, that wasn't primal either. What the fuck, Atman? Seriously, dude. Where are you at again? 32.64 plus the base 25%. That's 57.64% chance of a primal boss. You can't give me one? Okay, there it is. 21 million is what that was. Okay. Whereas we should be making about like 6 billion. It's way more. That's the max primal reward, though, and that was that's not including the like base reward that you receive from just beating the primal boss itself. That's just from the transcendental primal reward from the transcendental power coming off of that. It's you know, it's getting there, man. And look at this, we're at 2300 already. You know? Oh, hold on. What do I mean by 2300 already? That's dumb. I thought I was at 3200 already. I was flipping the script on that a little bit. No. We still got a ways to go to catch up to where we were at, but I think we can do it. And I think we can get even farther than that, just because we're doing really good. We're doing really good on this ascension. What else did we increase? We kept Zillakill at the same. Fandros we lowered down. The only thing that and Borb is the same. The only thing we raised up was Ponyboy, the effects of Solomon, and Chorgorloth. Right? So Chorgorloth lowering how many hero souls it is to level up these guys, and Ponyboy increasing the percentage, like, effectiveness of Solomon right here, giving us way more hero souls because of it. More hero souls and less to spend on these guys. It's creating interesting math in my brain right now to see where the fuck what the fuck's that's gonna do for us in the future. But excuse Excuse me, before I know, I guess I'll fucking leave you. Catch you guys in the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. The Playsaurus.